Have you ever tried climbing a flight of stairs and at the top, felt your heart race, your legs falter a little, and your body asking for a pause? Or did you climb without thinking, with firmness, as if you were ready for whatever comes next? Whatever your answer, one thing is certain. The way you climb stairs today can reveal what most medical exams still can't predict. Listen to what I'm about to tell you, because this could completely change the way you understand your own health. Doctors and researchers around the world are using the simple act of climbing stairs as one of the most reliable tests to predict life expectancy and aging quality. Yes, the stairs, the ones you might climb every day or have started to avoid, is a true thermometer of longevity. Before we continue, tell me in the comments, what's your name and where are you from? If you're from sunny Florida, the chill of Oregon, or a small town in Ohio, I want to know. Because today, I'm not just talking to people who want to live longer. I'm talking to people who want to live better. Now let me tell you a true story. Mr. Raymond, 74 years old, lives in Wilmington, Delaware. His house has 2 floors and a staircase with 15 steps. Since his wife passed away, he lives alone. His daughter, concerned, suggested installing a chairlift. But Raymond calmly looked at her and said, "As long as I can still climb these stairs on my own, I'm still in the game." And he climbs. Every day, slowly but steadily, step by step, without support. Raymond might not know it, but recent studies published by the American Heart Association showed that climbing at least 50 steps a day, the equivalent of climbing stairs 3 or 4 times, can reduce the risk of death from any cause by up to 20% in adults over 60. Now stop and think, how many steps do you climb every day? And here, we're not talking about exercise. We're talking about a real marker of functional reserve. Do you know what that means? More than measuring your strength or breath, the way you face a staircase reveals how well you're able to continue living with independence, clarity, balance, and energy. Climbing stairs activates over 200 muscles. It requires cardiovascular effort, and it stimulates areas of the brain related to motor control and attention. That's why the act of climbing stairs, something simple every day without any aesthetic weight, has become one of the most powerful predictors of longevity, used by geriatricians in the United States and Europe. And there's more. Researchers at Harvard University published an analysis with over 450,000 people, showing that those who could climb 2 flights of stairs without stopping had a significantly higher life expectancy than those who avoided the effort. Even when all other factors were similar, weight, blood pressure, family history, the stairs revealed what the numbers hid. And you might think, but I don't climb like I used to. That's fine. The important thing is not to climb fast, it's to climb with control, with confidence, with balance, even if it's slow. Now imagine this with me. Mrs. Helen, 76 years old, lives in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 2 years ago, after pneumonia, she felt like her body wasn't the same. She started sleeping downstairs, even though she had a more comfortable room upstairs. Just thinking about climbing 12 steps made her dizzy. Her 15-year-old grandson asked one day, "Grandma, why don't you go upstairs anymore?" She answered, "Because I'm afraid my body won't obey me." And that's when the light bulb went off. Helen realized it wasn't the stairs that had become the problem. It was the fear of confronting what her body could or couldn't do. The next week she started with 1 step, just 1, then 2 slowly, and today she climbs all 12. Slowly, yes, but with dignity. And if you're watching this and thinking, I've lost that a long time ago, calm down, you haven't lost it. You just stopped using it, and everything that stops being used weakens. Your body is intelligent. It responds to stimulation. If you challenge it with respect, with consistency, with care, it gives back. The question now isn't whether you can climb stairs. The question is, how do you climb? Do you hold onto the walls? Do you climb with fear? Do you feel your legs fail halfway? Or do you climb with confidence, even if slowly? That reveals everything. It reveals if your deep muscles are working, if your heart can handle moderate challenges, if your balance is on track, if you still can, or have already started to lose the ability to. And there's something that no one talks about, but it's very serious. When you avoid the stairs, you gradually start avoiding life, First you don't climb, then you don't walk, then you don't go out, until freedom becomes a memory. And it all starts with 15 steps. So now tell me in the comments, can you climb an entire flight of stairs without holding on? How do you feel when you reach the top? And if you're afraid, what's the step you want to conquer again? In the next part, you'll understand why this simple movement activates areas of the body and brain that protect your memory, clarity, and even your joy for life. And of course, what to do when it starts to fail. Climbing stairs is not just a body movement, it's a kind of code, a secret code your body uses to say, I'm still here, I still have reserves, I can still do this. And most people don't know it, but this code has been increasingly used by doctors, physiotherapists, and researchers around the world to measure something that no blood test can: your silent vitality. The kind that only appears when the body is put into action. Think about this. Climbing stairs is the opposite of what most people do after 60. While the world is trying to make everything flatter, more comfortable, and automatic, the stairs force your body to stay alert, active, and responsive with every step. And that's where the secret lies. Let's talk about science. Clearly, as if we were sitting at the kitchen table. The University of Glasgow in Scotland conducted a study with over 77,000 people, tracking their habits for nearly a decade. What they discovered was simple and direct. Those who climbed stairs frequently had up to a 39% lower risk of dying from cardiovascular diseases. And we're not talking about athletes. We're talking about ordinary people like you and me over 60, living their routine. But why does this happen? Because the stairs require effort from many systems at once: lungs, heart, legs, joints, balance, coordination. And when you perform this movement, you're doing something few exercises can, stimulating the whole body safely and at your pace. Now imagine Mrs. June, 79 years old, widowed, living in a charming 2-story house in Asheville, North Carolina. After her husband passed away, she thought about selling everything and moving to a ground-floor apartment. But a longtime friend, Mr. Allen, 84, said something she never forgot. If you stop using the stairs, your body will understand it can stop too. And she stayed. She made a deal with her body. She would climb slowly, but she would climb every day. In the beginning, it was 12 steps in 3 minutes, stopping twice. Today, she climbs without stopping, and with a smile on her face. She says she feels proud every time she finishes. This isn't just physical, it's mental, it's emotional. The stairs became a reminder that she still has a choice, that she can still challenge time one step at a time. And there's something even deeper here. Climbing stairs activates what doctors call conscious walking. In other words, unlike walking on flat ground, where the movement becomes automatic, climbing steps requires attention, posture, focus. This stimulates areas of the brain related to working memory and decision-making. That's why studies at the University of British Columbia showed that seniors who regularly climb stairs have a larger volume of grey matter in their brain. Translated, climbing stairs protects your mind, not just your body. And here's a point that few people talk about. The stairs also reveal how you perceive aging. Those who avoid steps are often avoiding confrontation with their own fragility. Those who face it, even slowly, are saying, I still want to be here, I still have plans. Mr. Franklin, 81, a former truck driver from Missouri, had a knee infection and almost didn't walk again like he used to. The doctor said he might have to give up his upstairs room. Franklin looked at the stairs like he was looking at a mountain, but he decided he was going to train. He placed a chair in the middle of the stairs for support. He climbed 3 steps a day, then 5, then 10. Today he climbs without the chair, without pausing. And he says the stairs became the symbol of his turnaround. And that's it. The stairs can be a prison, or they can be a bridge between who you are today and who you can still be. Now let's get practical. How can you tell if you're climbing the right way? Pay attention to these points. Do you hold onto the walls or the handrail out of insecurity? Do you get winded after reaching the top of a short flight? Do you feel joint pain or weakness in your legs? Do you climb with your eyes on the floor, afraid of missing a step? If the answer is yes to 2 or more of these, your body is saying, hey, the energy reserves are low. Help me out here. And do you know what the best news is? All of this can be reversed. Harvard Medical School recommends climbing stairs as part of a functional strength maintenance workout for adults over 65. They suggest starting with 5 steps, 2 or 3 times a day. Then increase. The secret is consistency. It's not strength. It's showing the body every day that it's still needed. The stairs are not the enemy. They are the best personal trainer you can have at home, free, silent, and ready to test your will every day. In the next part, I'll show you how to turn the act of climbing stairs into a ritual of longevity, emotional balance, and autonomy, and how to use it to regain control over time without depending on anyone. There's a phrase that the most experienced doctors use frequently, and maybe you've never heard it. Those who still climb stairs still climb in life. It may sound like a nice saying, but it's a hard and profound truth, because the stairs, more than concrete steps, are a symbol of autonomy, and every person who stops climbing starts giving way to time. But here's the most powerful point of this video. You can recover what you lost at 70, 80, or even 90. As long as you're willing to do what many people leave behind, use your body before the body forgets how to be used. In the United States, in small towns like Boise, Idaho, or big cities like Los Angeles, there are community programs for seniors who've lost confidence in themselves. And do you know what's one of the first exercises these programs teach? Climbing stairs, slowly, consciously, and controlled, not as punishment, but as reconquest. And the results are moving. Mrs. Beverly, 82 years old, lives in Boston. After a fall in the bathroom, she spent 3 months avoiding any step. She took showers sitting down, slept downstairs, stopped going out alone. Her granddaughter, Lily, only realized how much her grandmother was fading inside when she declined the invitation to attend her great-grandson's baptism, because the church had 2 flights of stairs. That's when Beverly signed up for a local program. The first week was filled with fear, the second with pain. But by the third, she climbed 8 steps without stopping, and she cried. Not because of the pain, but because at that moment she felt like she was coming back to herself. What many seniors don't realize is that the loss of strength doesn't start in the body. It starts in the mind. When you believe you can't anymore, the body listens. And when you believe, I still can, the body tries. Harvard Health Publishing states that the stairs are one of the few physical stimuli that trigger a response in all the essential systems of longevity: cardiovascular, respiratory, neuromuscular, and cognitive. And it doesn't require equipment or a gym. It only needs 2 things: decision and repetition. And if you think, I'm too old for this, listen to me now. Mr. Tom, 90 years old, lives in a modest house in Arizona. When he turned 85, he decided he would climb the entrance stairs every day until the end of his life. Today, with the help of a cane, he still climbs, slowly, counting the steps aloud like a mantra. And when he reaches the top, he taps the cane on the ground. Twice. It's his signal that he conquered another day. His granddaughter filmed this ritual and posted it online. The video went viral. Thousands of people commented, "If he can climb the stairs of life, so can I." And this is what I want you to understand now. You don't need to climb to prove anything to anyone. You need to climb to remind yourself who you are. Now let me give you something practical. If today you're struggling with stairs, here are 3 simple things you can do starting today. Strengthen your legs with a chair. Sit and stand up from the chair 5 times in a row, 2 times a day. Practice small steps. Use the first step of the E. Stairs to go up and down slowly, 10 repetitions each time. Work on your balance. Try standing on 1 foot for 10 seconds, holding onto the wall if necessary. This helps prevent falls. These 3 exercises, if done consistently, will awaken your body's intelligence again. And the most beautiful part of all this? When you start trusting your body again, it starts trusting you too. It doesn't matter if you've been climbing stairs all your life or if you stopped years ago. What matters is if today you'll choose to try again. So now tell me in the comments, how many steps can you climb today without holding on? What's the staircase you want to conquer by the end of the month? It can be at home, at church, at the market. It doesn't matter where. What matters is that you still have time to climb. If this video resonated with you, send it to someone who also needs this push. Someone who may have forgotten that the body can, someone who just needs one step and the courage to start again. Because in the end, the stairs are there, every day waiting for you, to see if you still want to climb or if you've already accepted stopping. And I know you still want to, because you made it this far. And who makes it this far still has much to climb.